Okay, on that comm line, can you hear me, sir?
Yes.
Excellent. We are up and we are live.
Excellent. All right. Time for the second best Renegade game.
I think hang on, your capture thing changed up between this and the LTTP.
My apologies.
It was it's just what it is. This is if LTTP is 4x3, then this is slightly wider than 4x3, so I need to make an adjustment. Whereas it's fine on mine, which means this is clearly the best Renegade game since it looks fine on my computer. Goodness. Hello, RGL. Coming at you with my only race for the weekend and my only game for today. We got some Renegade to play, which I have not played in quite some time prior to today, whereas Ant played it at the Co-op class a couple weeks ago and just learned it, what, 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago?
Yeah, about 2 weeks ago.
Pretty recent.
I think like 2 days before the Coin-Op Classic, I started practicing.
Nice. I'm going to pause this and
good luck,
put
kid.
my credit in. Whenever you're ready, we can start us up. And I'll count us down. And just I'm just going to hit start as soon as I hit 0.
Yeah.
Or go, rather. Da, da, da. Hello, developer. All right. 3, 2. Ready? Okay.
Yep.
3, 2, 1, go. And we're off. So for those that have not seen this version of the game before, this version lags a lot. Like a whole heck of a lot. So it takes some getting used to. Especially compared to the NES version, which is like blazingly fast. Things can go wrong in a hurry because it's Renegade. Enemies in this game legitimately just do not know how to behave. That was unfortunate. Essentially, for the first stage, we have a couple of different things we can try to do. We can try to knock enemies off the ledge, which works somewhat, especially if you can get good throw setups.
Oh my gosh.
There we go. Unfortunate.
All over the place.
Yeah, this dude is not dying. I don't know why. Whoa, scary. Yeah, I should know better than to get those slugfests with Jack. You have to do jump kicks. He wins every slugfest I ever get in with him. Whoa. There we go. Stage 1 down. I always jump off just because it's funny. And with Jack, my plan is always just make sure I can space out jump kicks and take him down. Any punches you throw, he's pretty much just going to trade with you and always win out. Just his have better hits done. I'm going to freely admit that I did steal this strat from Ant. Motorcycles are pretty mean, but Ant had a good idea. Go all the way to the left, and not only do you get better traction on motorcycle spawns, but it also gives you a better start into phase 2 of the stage. Although I have seen that stickly in the top left not appear before.
Yeah.
Like if it's random, then it's more common that he's there. But sometimes he's not there. That was very rude game. Didn't appreciate that. I didn't want to mount that. There we go. And for these guys, similar to what we did with the platform in the last stage, I want to try and see if I can get anybody in the water. Not easy, but thankfully Joel's like somewhat of a cooperative boss at times. Getting rid of the sticklies, I think, is by far the most important, and they have the least health, so you like definitely have that advantage in your favor. Downside being they have way better attacks than the guys that don't have weapons. Much better anti-air capability too. Okay. Okay, cool. Now I got a 1v1 for Joel. Also got the extend, which occurs at 30,000 points.
30,000, yeah.
If you, for this game, you only have 1 life to your credit. So if you're trying to get it's not even really a continue, it's just a spare life. You gotta go for the point total. I think another one occurs at like, I want to say like 75 to 90,000 or so, but that doesn't happen unless you're going to the second loop. That's not good. Want to get that trade. Okay, so
Stage 3, I think, is the gatekeeper on this run.
Stage 3 does have its issues, but it does have some upsides. I tend to go after the, I think in NES they're referred to as the Pursleys. But here they have like these spike clubs. I tend to go after them first and try to throw them into the blondes, because when the blondes fall, regardless of how much health they have, they actually just straight up die. Like they only have 1 HP, so all you have to do is knock them down. You can knock them down with anything too. You can just run into them and they die. All right, got down to 1v1 versus Kim. And I do have some different strats here. He has a strat that can utilize jump kick to pretty good effect in this. I have not gotten it to work, so all I do is line her up on top pixel and just have her do mad dashes at me and get mule kicked. Works well when I do it. It's pretty slow though, so in a race environment it's not great, but I'd rather just not die. This game likes to dish out death.
Not dying is also good in a race setting.
For sure. You lose, even if you get the extra life, you lose a lot of traction in this game from dying. You have to start full segments over. You start entire stages over, with the exception of the second part of stage 4. There's only 4 stages in the game. Knock you down. There we go. Yeah, get her down to 1 HP, mount her, and then finish her off there. All right, time for more different strats. Stage 4, I got the first knife guy to spawn right next to me, but I missed the mule kick, which is unfortunate. If he's right next to me, I can mule kick pretty much right away, and it's not bad. That's crappy. Yeah, I took a death right away because I got an accidental grab. That's always fun. I got really, really bad movement luck from them, but I still have another life with which to try to contend with this. Gonna try for mule kick. Didn't get it. Always fun. Whoa, how did that guy dodge that? So normally what I'm able to do is line these guys up for being able to just take them all down with one single dash, getting max damage on one with a punch. But I'm getting some real lack of cooperation here, which I'm not used to.
Yeah, and I just like the dash.
Same. Dash and just try to mount. For some reason though, one weird thing in this game, if for the last enemy in a given room, or at least in that given room, you can't mount them. I don't know why that is, but you can't. All right, I tried Ant Strat of just mashing punch on Sabu when he pops out of the door. I got it to work exactly 1 time out of like 20 attempts. So I'm going with my old strat. I'm just gonna line these guys up against the wall, have them run at me and get mule kicked, I hope.
Ooh, I almost got shanked.
Not the ice pick. So the idea is you want to line up Sabu along with one other enemy against the wall, and then they just won't be able to interact with you, and the other guys approach you and they get mule kicked to death. Don't like this though.
We're gonna try.
Yeah, this is bad. This is real bad.
Alright, I was not on the right pixel, so now we have to
Line it back up in the wall.
move things around a little.
No hit for you.
Oh, I got.
Yeah, okay. I got some really bad luck there, so lost the run. Oh well. That's how you got shot there too. That's probably your first death, so it's on you to be able to finish this out. That happens. I got kind of lucked out though. I went from a normal strat, but like after that, I have to contend them against the wall, and when they separate from the wall, they can really start to do things you don't want them to do.
I got stabbed. I was not in the right spot.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. Double loss.
We'll have to do this another time.
Yeah, get our double revenge. Yeah, I did one practice run where I got out to work. It's like barely to the right of the wall, but every other time, as opposed to getting what I wanted out of it, one of them would just go around to the left side, and you have to all delete at that point. Like you cannot continue that from there because one of them is going to come up behind you and he's going to murder you.
Yep, there's a way. I found that every stage has a certain pixel that works well with the enemy movement and the bosses, which is similar to how it is in Renegade on the NES, where if you're lined up on the right pixel, enemies will stack up and you can just dash at them. But in this game, it's more for like the motorcycles, for Sabu, and those last picklies.
Yeah. You can also manipulate those guys sometimes. If you just keep swinging, they won't try to approach you from the front. They're too scared of your fists. Even though their knives are way better than what you're doing, they sometimes will just be like, nah, I'm just going to default and just not go that way.
Yeah, they just kind of rotate around each other.
Yeah, they just spin in circles. But then sometimes one goes around and tries to come in from behind and you just lose.
Yep. Yep. Yeah. All right, well, thank you for the race, LRock. It's unfortunate we didn't get to finish it, but
GG's.
You know what?
And we got some Bloodstain coming up, so y'all stick around.
About 9 a.m. my day begins. I hear the clock ring and I start to grin. Thank the Lord for another day.